All right, but today was a good day. Today was a great day.
Yeah,
today,
Mike had a good day.
This was a day.
Mike had a real good day.
Yeah, man. Today was probably one of the coolest days I've had in a long time. Today, I drove about almost 2 hours upstate to Chatham, New York, to go to a place called Video Visions, which is a real life, still operating video rental store.
Video rental store.
Yes.
You heard that right.
This guy.
He's got VHS,
DVD.
He rents VCRs.
He sells popcorn. He's got the candies. He's got the soda. He's got a porn section.
With the saloon doors.
Yeah. And I
don't think it doesn't work anymore.
No, I went in the room.
Okay, I thought there was like wrapping paper on it.
He put wrapping paper on it for the Christmas type of thing, but
saloon doors.
Yeah.
Porn people.
Yes.
Was it old porn too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
it was all on tape, man. It wasn't DVD porn. It was tape porn.
Lots of bush. You can knit a sweater. You can knit a sweater.
24,000 movies.
24,000.
24,000 he's got.
Wow. It's pretty good. He's got pretty much everything.
Yeah. And what was great about this, like I talked to the guy and I told him that why I came. He couldn't believe that I had driven.
You made his day, Mike. I'm sure you made his day.
But the thing was, it was funny because I talked to him for like just a couple of seconds, and then I went around to go look around, and then he came and found me, and started talking to me about about the whole thing.
It's lonely in there.
He started showing me his rare Disney tapes. That he's got stuff in there.
Does he have Song of the South?
Yes.
That's very hard to find.
Yes, he had stuff like that. He's like, I have tapes in here that are worth hundreds of dollars.
He knows. He knows what he's got.
He's like, I'm not looking to sell them. He's like, I just want to,
No, that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, he showed me a list of. He had index cards with new members, that was an inch and a half thick. New members.
It's growing. It's coming back. Damn it.
He said he's had people that have been coming for years.
And this is how highly populated of an area is this? Would you say?
It's small. I mean, when you're going up, you're 25 miles south of like Troy.
Okay.
Or Albany.
It's not crazy populated.
But you're about 15 miles north of Hudson.
For an outdated.
Yeah. You're just in a small town in upstate New York.
Yes.
Probably not more than 10,000 people, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that'd be on the high side.
Within 20 miles.
Yes. And he owns the building, so he's able to, he can stay open as long as he wants.
Yeah.
He's got
his own boss.
Nintendo games, not the original. He's got Super
to
Nintendo.
Rent?
Sega.
Can you still rent
no,
games?
No, he's not renting them.
But
he took them off the shelves years ago.
Display.
Yeah, he had PlayStation 2 games for rent, which was
can rent PlayStation 2 games. That's
but we talked about video game rentals for a little bit, and he said that Nintendo games. I actually explained to him the problem with Nintendo games, why he probably got so many complaints. He thought the games were just corroded.
Yeah.
He didn't realize. I talked to him about the pin connector and everything, and he was like, "Oh wow."
But they don't work anymore.
No, because you know how we would rent games as kids, and our Nintendo would kind of not always work, and we blame the game, but really it was the pin connector inside.
Your connector pins don't. You have to. You have to put it in.
The 72 pin connector.
You have to put it in very carefully.
Because of the way the Nintendo is, the way that you put the cartridge in and push down, you bend the pin connector. And you don't get as good a contact.
So a lot of people put the game above another game above. You ever done that?
Yeah.
That trick.
Yeah, and you try to fix it that way, but really you're just fucking the pin connector up and making it worse.
Okay.
So, and then he was talking about the Super Nintendo and the Sega and how those were great because you never really got complaints on that.
They worked
because the top loading system.
The top loading worked better. Yeah.
But then he said when he went to the disc game, he felt really bad that kids would rent these games and they'd spend all weekend trying to beat one of them. They get to the end of the disc and it would stop working. People would treat the game like shit.
Yeah, well, so disc gets fucked real fast.
He said he actually decided to just stop. He didn't buy any more disc-based stuff anymore because he just thought the rental experience wasn't.
No, it's a big downer.
He's getting more complaints than anything else. So
it's a downer, man. It sucks. You get a game, you get the end, it stops working.
As far as what the guy had in his collection of movies, it was the most insane shit. Like. Every single rare thing you could possibly want, he had. It was just, I mean, I love those 80s sex comedies. He had the ones that are on my list, my wish list for things I want to buy that I don't want to spend $35 on because it's a fucking VHS. And he had all of that. It was just And he did it like the real mom and pop places used to do it, like where there was like a Western section, and there was a foreign section, and there was a
international.
The karate the martial
Comedy,
arts section.
Martial arts, yeah.
The
horror.
He separated
just
live action Disney from cartoon Disney.
Were there genres and subgenres?
Yeah,
things like that. Yeah.
Like he had Not Quite Human 1, 2, and 3. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's the Alan Thicke movie where he builds like a robot son. It's like I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, My Pet Monster.
He used to have it.
Oh, he didn't have My Pet
Monster. He didn't have it anymore. He said something happened to the tape.
Someone stole it.
But he knew what I was talking about when I brought it up.
Yeah.
And I talked to him. I was like, listen, I do a podcast, and like the movies you have on your shelf, this is the shit we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had Hamburger the Motion Picture. When have you ever seen that?
Well, we rented Hamburger the Motion Picture
when I was a child. I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what
it was in
here.
That's these movies you could rent in this kind of store.
This is a guy that's been here since like '84, I think he said. So he has seen the evolution of the rental industry, and he survived it. He outlasted the chains. He talked to me about the chains, why he thinks they went under.
Failed,
he talked about. He even talked about how like people are coming back.
He said he had a stack of new members.
People were coming back. It was amazing. Like just
the experience of going in the store and kind of wandering around.
Yeah,
we've talked about it, but you could be there for 5 minutes. You could be there for an hour.
And
sometimes.
I know we talked about the porn rental industry, and like he really, I talked to this guy for over an hour, so I wasn't annoying him at all. He was
he loved it. He made his day.
And I definitely want to go back. You gotta come with me to check this out.
No, yeah, definitely. I'd come.
I didn't know I was going there. I fucking thought I was going to a birthday party today. I text the person that I'm gonna be late, and they're like, "The party's tomorrow," and I'm like, "I'm an idiot. Might as well drive to find this video store that I heard about."
Hey man, right? Change your plans.
I mean, he was telling people were walking in the store. He's like, "This kid drove 2 hours to go see my store." It's like. And he's had people come in his store. He's had he had a customer that was a customer there as a kid who came in and said, "Hey, you probably don't remember me. I came here as a kid." He's like, I write screenplays now, and he said,
"No shit."
Yeah, and he said he couldn't remember the movies that he had done, but he said they were reckon that you knew the movies.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool, man.
You
inspired me.
I know.
This was my inspiration coming to this.
I came here, I watched all
store.
this shit, and then I decided to make movies. And then he talked about how there's a documentary out, and I forget the name of it, but it's a documentary about VHS and the rental experience. And the guy that made that documentary came in the store and was talking to him and said, "Have you seen this?" And he said, "Yeah, I watched that movie." He's like, "That's my movie." So he's
very cool.
Yeah, it was. So that was really cool experience. I definitely want to go back and I want to record. I want to interview this guy.
No, it sounds interesting, man. It really does.
But the journey did not end
there. It's always about the stories.
Yeah, that was the best part, man. It was just talking to him about
these things aren't on paper, not all these stuff. You only get like first-hand accounts.
Yeah, this guy's telling me, and it was a great conversation because even though he was old, he was from the '60s generation. Because we talked about that for a while, and he just loved like talking to somebody who remembered what it was like.
Did you talk to him about Betamax?
Yeah.
And,
yes, we did.
What's the big disc?
Laserdisc.
Laserdisc.
I talked to him about Betamax.
Like
I mentioned that I have
how it was when he was.
Yeah. No, he said that what happened was that he made a choice with. He had a partner, and he had Betamax and he had VHS. And he said that they just couldn't keep up buying the same movie on two different formats. It was too expensive. So they just went with VHS because he said he saw more people renting VHS.
Yeah.
But then I talked to him.
It was cheaper. The VCR for it was cheaper, wasn't it? And that
the
VCR was cheaper.
VCRs were still $700, But it was like the what's great about VHS is that you can hold more on a tape.
Okay.
So that's and I think VHS was slightly cheaper to produce, but really what drove it was the porn industry adopted VHS.
Yes, that's what drives everything.
Yeah, and when I said that to him, that the porn industry adopted VHS, he was like, it was like a light bulb went off, and he was just like, that makes so much sense. Like
that's what drove it.
Yeah,
You ain't kidding.
He didn't even think about
that's
it.
What's driving. That's what's going to drive virtual reality headsets and other technology.
Yeah.
I could definitely see. Virtual sex.
We talked about porn and like the renting of it, and he said that he had plenty of girls working in the store, like that would ring up the porn. He said, but they were so used to it, they never thought twice of it. They weren't judging anybody about it. He had a policy of not to talk about what other people were renting.
Yes. Yeah. You really shouldn't be doing that.
And he said He said, but it was fun. He said when these girls would put when the new stock would come in, and they'd have to put it away. They said they always had a good time, like reading the names and everything, like this ridiculous stuff. But the fun did not end
Backdoor
there.
Sluts 9.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, guess who's coming to dinner? What does that mean? I've seen that movie. That's not a porn.